And the main undercard bout, I guess, was Mikaela Mayer and Alycia Baumgardner. We'll start off with that one, close and controversial fight. I had it a draw. I thought a draw was quite fair, and maybe a round either way would have been fine as well. I know that the decision kind of didn't go down very well with the crowd in the arena, but I think it was quite a fair result. It was a good fight, close fight, and Baumgardner got the decision. Alex, what did you make of it?
Good fight. I am so glad that I had the opportunity to watch it. Um, with the build up, it definitely made it way more intriguing. And I like that. Of course, we all want to see a good scrap. But, Mayer was coming forward with the volume, and Baumgartner was using her physical advantages and her timing to, to for her to win rounds. I also scored her the draw. I did like Alicia's work better, but I think I had it like 5-5 and a 50-50 split on Fight Night Scores scorecard. Make sure you guys, if you need to, go back, watch the fight, and use it. So yeah, great scrap. I think this definitely warrants a rematch because it was a good clash of styles. It was entertaining. It had me on the edge of my seat. And the fight I felt it got a lot better as it went on. So yeah, definitely. Let's run it back, ladies. Thank you for that great performance. Let's see if we can bring it back here to America or go back to the UK main eventing.
Yeah, I just as you mentioned that, I think I've got it up here actually. Just having a look at the combined scorecard. I clicked a couple of the wrong screens there. Amateur. Um, we'll have a look at that in a minute. But Josh, what did you make of the fight? Did you enjoy it? Did you think the result was fair, controversial?
Yes, I enjoyed the fight. I was actually highly anticipating this. I feel like these two really put on a show in terms of that build up. You could see that there was bad blood there, and they really had me on the edge of my seat in terms of just waiting for the fight in itself to take place because I was anticipating what was going to happen. But I thought the fight did deliver. I thought we got to see probably the top two at the weight there, and I thought that it was a close fight, and I wasn't against the scoring. I feel like the early work, especially those first three rounds, in my opinion, were Baumgartner's round. And I
Yep.
think as it went on, you saw Mikaela Mayer start to come on in the middle rounds there a bit. But to close things out, I do think it was fairly even there as well. So I wasn't mad at the scoring. I seen some saying that it was a robbery or that it was an awful job or whatever. But I think that that's not one of those types of fights. We've seen clear robberies. We've seen clearly controversial scorecards. When you have two of the top athletes in their division in a fight like this, then it's going to be close. And that generally tends to be the case, especially when they're skilled. Speaking of skill, as you mentioned, there, Vega, we have two that are highly skilled. It generally ends like this, where it's fairly close if we don't see a knockout or something of that nature. So I thought that it was a fair decision that was made. Had it been a draw, I thought that would have been fine. And had it gone the other way by virtue of some seeing some of those earlier middle rounds a little bit more in the favor of Mayer, then I don't think that would have been controversial either. So it's a matter of what the judges are seeing there in that time. And in this case, the judges, I think, favored Alycia Baumgartner's early work and what she was able to do from a counter perspective because she was able to successfully counter Mikaela Mayer on a number of occasions. And I thought Mikaela Mayer, she did do a good job of once she got settled down of using her length a bit more. And you could see that there were some adjustments that had to be made by Alycia Baumgartner there. And I think that if they were to fight again, it would be another close fight. And much like, say, for instance, how Canelo and Triple G matched up, you're gonna have people who are not gonna be satisfied on both sides of it, and I think that's just what it's gonna be with this type of stylistic matchup right here. So I was happy with the scoring. I thought that the not Alycia Baumgartner, you can just look at how she looked previously, as far as in some of her earlier fights, and even just how she looked physically. You can tell that she put in a lot of work in this camp. And I think that proved to be in her favor as well. And the moment wasn't too big for her. So kudos to both of those ladies for being able to put on a great co-main event that could have been the main event in any other card. So
Beautifully said.
Yep, definitely. I agree with all of that there. I think I had it, like I say, I scored it a draw, and I remember I gave the first 3 rounds to Baumgardner, then Maya the next 3 rounds, and then it was the next 2 rounds Baumgardner, and the last 2 rounds Maya. It was just kind of back and forth like that for me. You can see just the average scorecard. I got it up on the screen here. So combined from all users scoring last night and today, I guess, Mikaela Maya 96, Baumgardner 95, which is a breakdown of 5 rounds to 4, and then there was, I think it's that last round, which is overall even, which, because I guess not much happened in that last round, and I thought to myself I was going to give it a draw, and I didn't. I ended up just giving it to Maya by the smallest of margins. But yeah, there's a couple of swing rounds in there, I suppose.
Yeah.
And I think it would be good to run it back again. I think it'll always be quite a good fight. Their styles meshed quite well. So yeah, really good fight. Maybe a little bit of controversy, but it was fair judging, I'd say. Yeah, cool.